This is another full day in Egypt. I am Julie and you're watching Julie Journey. Excuse me. Today we are going to leave our hotel. Our hotel is the Peak. Forgive me if I mispronounce. Peak Resort in Aswan, Egypt, which is down south. And we're going to take a 4-hour drive to Simbul. Again, forgive me if I mispronounce that. We will be visiting Simbul in the afternoon and return at night for the light show. I'm not sure if I'm going to make the light show. We have been on the go and I am quite tired, so maybe I will make the light show. So let's enjoy, 4-hour drive to Simbul, and let's enjoy the tour. Thank you for watching. Welcome back. We are at Simbul temples. There are 2 temples here. One was for Pharaoh Ramses II and the other was for his wife Nefertari. We're going to tour. It looks like we're the only group here, which is going to be awesome. Oh, this is located in southern Egypt at the border, the Sudan border, where there are a lot of refugees coming in. So I'm going to show you. There is the beautiful river, Nile River, and all of those are natural pyramids by nature. The only place in Egypt where natural pyramids like that are formed from the earth. And we were driving by and there aren't sand dunes because up close they look like rock formations with perfect peaks. So it's not like mounds of sand or sand dunes, literally mysterious natural pyramids. Okay, I just turned the bend. Okay, we came down that way. We're taking pictures of that. Then I turn around. I hope you can see it. Let me zoom in. Oh my God. Look at that. Look how big. Oh, wow. This is so magnificent. Oh my God. I can't believe this. Look at the Nile River. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, look how big for scale.
Temple all over the world. The temple discovered by accident back in the beginning of actually 1906 or 07, whatever. A famous adventure man coming from Switzerland. He tried to tracking the Nile source, and he saw this temple surrounded by sand. He saw the upper part, and he was wondering what that. So right away he back to Cairo. Used to get in our story. Very famous Italian man, his name Blizzoni. Blizzoni is like a treasure hunter. At that time, you need any statue, any treasure from Egypt, which is at that time, you hire him, and he moved whatever you need from here to anywhere in the world for money. So Blizzoni and the Switzerland man, they coming here, and they're wondering what we got here. They move the sand and get out. Wow, a huge temple for the famous king in our history, Ramses II. Ramses is around 25 years old when he became a king, and he died around 97 years old. He got around 57 daughters and over 110 sons. He was so busy all the time. One of the longest life king ruled Egypt, Ramses II. This temple was found like that And back to 1920, we start building the Hay Dam. Building the Hay Dam, the temple would be covered by water. So the Egyptian with UNESCO tried to save the temples from water. So the temple was moved like 150 meters back, both of the two temples, one for Ramses, second one for his wife, Queen Nefertari. So we saved the temple. Okay, that's first. Second, we look at the temple here. We're just wondering why Ramses II building such a temple in the middle of nowhere. In his time, Luxor or Aswan used to be the capitals of Egypt. So what he's doing here, why he building such a huge temple here, we never know. It's maybe because this area got a lot of natural pyramid shape. Pyramid, as you know, is a holy shape. So maybe that's the reason he building his temple here, or he got another reason because some believed Ramses building the temple here maybe to consider himself as a god.
Separate himself from the rest.
Or building a new religion for himself here.
Yeah.
Or the temple huge one to show the Egyptian enemy how the Egyptian king so powerful. One of the reasons we never know that questions, the one can answer Ramses himself. Anyway, here we got some photos showing you how we start to cutting the temple into small pieces and we move it. But before that, I need you to have a what you can call it a deep look to the statue here, because what I'm gonna say now, not easy. What I'm gonna say is not in the box. What I'm gonna say is different. First one, second one fell on the ground. Third one, first one. What do you notice about the king feature face? Because this is a piece of art. The Egyptian art at that time was a perfect art. In this temple, you know what we say, or what I'm saying by myself, the Egyptian in this temple managed to make the stones talking to you. What does it mean? Here's the key. Here's the secret. First one shows King Ramses so young, around 30.
Okay.
Second one must be like a little bit older. The third one here, king over 40. The last one, king looks old.
He looks older, yeah.
Can you see that? You see that?
Yep.
So the Egyptian managed to make the stones talking to you.
Yep.
I'm young here.
Amazing.
I'm a little bit older. I'm over 40. I'm over 50. This is not easy to do it nowadays. So how they do that? How they do
Photoshop.
that? How they make the stones showing Ramses
Show
in
that,
different,
yeah.
stages or different ages. This isn't easy even nowadays. Moreover, when you look at the statue, Ramses, he's looking from up to down. He's not looking with kind of, you can say, tender look or soft look or easy look. No, he's like, I am the god. Because he look from up to down. That's so clear when you look at the king eye. Look at his eye. How that? In between, you can see the famous god Horus. Horus, he is small figure, while Ramses is big figure.
Yep.
This has never happened. Always the king show himself in a small figure,
Right.
and the god big figure.
the
But
big-
here Ramses show himself big figure. So he's maybe, as I told you, wanna tell this is his temple as a god. Har-Akhti. We also saw a lot of small statues around the king. Those supposed to be Ramses II family. You know what he tried to say? I take care of my family. I am a god or a son of the god. And you, as a man, as an Egyptian man, you follow me. Take care of your family as well. That is the message he sent. My kids around me, so they're gonna be got full protection. I cover my kids. I take care of my kids. You too, as an Egyptian man, you're gonna take care of your kids. This is the message. So here's the temple when we discover it, and so we got some photos showing you the temple, how we cut it and how we move it.
What? Why was it moved?
Because when we start the building the Hay Dam, water level will be so high, and the temple
It
will
would
be
have covered
by
it.
water. Okay.
Yep.
That's why the Egyptian with UNESCO,
Yep.
they moved. Can you believe that they moved this to huge, not a temple but as a mount, because this temples wasn't built; it was cut in the mountain. Okay. So here we got some photo. I'm gonna show to you. They cutting the statues or the temple in small pieces. One piece, each one got like a number. So they moved the stone, and each stone got a number to dress together as used to be.
And how long ago?
Oh, it's back to 1960.
60s.
Yeah,
Okay.
look at that. I'm gonna find a number when I'm saying. You see how it looks like? Oh,
Wow.
say 2023. Look at that.
Yeah.
This is how they cutting the stone and move the temple. This is not easy job. It was
No.
UNESCO.
No,
You need to know that UNESCO was a lot of countries, European, American, spend a lot of money to set the temple. Construction, the high dam, threatened the temple. So the work was like day by day or hour by hour.
Wow.
Yeah, and this temple, before they moved the stone, they got like iron dome to make sure the temple would be kind of stable when they move the stones. This iron, how it looks like. By the way, when building the high dam, we saved some temples like those ones. Feel a temple, we're going to see tomorrow, but a lot of temples we cannot save it. So we have a lot of temples, at least like between 12 to 13
We're going to
temples
have to dive.
underneath the water. When you know where to dive,
Oh, now you tell us.
Got another
know where to dive.
prize.
But don't you have your swimsuit? There you go.
Okay, but can you dive between the sharks?
I wouldn't. Oh, sharks.
Hyper-style hall, which is meaning a lot of columns to standing the whole temple. The column in the Ramses II chair. Ramses II is actually show himself at the stable taking care of the temple by himself. Ramses II, not easy Egyptian king, was one of the most powerful king in Egypt. He got some funny story about him. I think you know that because sometimes he loved some statues belonged to another king. So he erased the original name and he wrote name instead. That's why when we visit the Gem Museum, the obelisk, which belonged to him, he wrote his name underneath the obelisk, his cartouche, because he want to make sure nobody gonna steal it. He was worried about his stuff. So here's the way of the Ramses. You can see he actually looks very great standing. But when you have a look here, look at Ramses, he somehow go like that. So he's tried to tell, I am in a form of a king and left after this, I'm a mummy. You got that one? So he's a mummy here. Show himself, he got eternity life and he's perfect, he's still strong. This one, which is not easy to see, but it's kind of a very huge, people everywhere. So Ramses in a war. What happened at that war? We got a war here. Egypt at that time used to be one of the biggest empires in the whole world. Start from Sudanese borders until Syrian border. Syrian at that time they called Hittites and used to be Egyptian enemies. So Egypt got threatened by Syrian. So Ramses decided to go for Hittites. He wanted actually, what you can call it, control them because they're attacking some Egyptian borders. And he got a huge army. His army divided into 4 divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every division got a name. One division or one army got Horus, one or a name Horus, one somebody collected from state. That's cool. In Abu Simbul, this is very good. This is very interesting. So we got a 4 division. One is called the Horus. One is called the Bitah. One is called Mean. One is called I think what's the rest of one? Mean and Bitah. Bitah Horus. Bitah Horus Mean Horus Akhti. And the last one, I'm not, maybe he's actually, maybe Hormaheb, I'm not sure. So we got 4 divisions, okay? And so Ramses leading the army. Egyptian king in ancient time, no matter how old he is, he's not just a king, he's a king and high priest of the country and army leader. I mean, I know some of you go like, I want to say, but this is a history, a very important history. I'm a big mouse, I need to give you all details. This is my job. You have to give me more. So Ramses running the army of the 1st division, and when he
We are walking in the Pharaoh's temple, Ramses' temple now. The tour guide cannot go with us because there's no talking inside. So let's go. Okay, so we were heading out of King Ramses' temple. It does not receive sunlight except for 2 days out of the year on the equinox in February and August. And how it receives sunlight comes from that opening and shines straight through to this chamber. And you can see he is positioned at equal height with 3 gods. So he considers himself equal to the gods. And this illuminates 2 days out of the year. Okay, we are heading over to his wife's temple. Let's go take a look. That was an absolute magnificent experience. I'm going to give you one more look. This is the smaller temple of Abu Simbul. It is Nefertari's temple. You can see. Then on that side is a larger one for her husband, King Ramses II. Oh, sorry, the lighting. So she used to come and check out the progress of her temple, but she never lived to see it completed. She died before she got to see her temple completed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Julie Accetta's journey. Oh, let me show you okay, so the Queen's Temple, the Pharaoh's Temple, the Nile River. Check me out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Julie Accetta's Journey. Give this video, I have so many pictures and reels and I just cannot get enough. Look at that. You guys, I had the whole temple to myself. like my group, I don't know where they are. I think they're back waiting for me at the bus, and they just closed. So anyway, check me out, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Julie Accetta's Journey. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me. Thank you so much for sharing the world with me. Thank you so much for allowing me onto your screens. I am coming to you from Egypt. I said in one of my other videos, never ever would I have imagined that I would be honored enough to experience ancient Egypt. I am so happy and grateful. So very happy and grateful. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Oh, glory. I gotta show you one more look. Check it out. There's Ramses' temple, the backside. There's the queens. Ooh. So beautiful.